And welcome to the Colonel Does Feed the Beast. We are on the Trek Ultimate server. Thank you for joining us. So, been a little busy, as usual. I liked the way that we had things set up with the barrels over at the dye station, and I kind of replicated that to a certain degree over here in the tree farm area. I took down the tree farm because we really don't need any extra saplings at the moment. I probably could plant more of the jungle saplings, but we don't really need them at this point. Just, if for anything, just to get the count up. But we've got a full 64 stacks of the birch, and we're going to add some capacity here. I think we've still got about 15,000 left in the AE system. So, I think we're gonna do some tweaking today with the JABBA barrels. And if we notice here, well, maybe not now, but the oak wood things, they're accumulating, and we're getting those from the dye area, from all the trees we're chopping down over there. I also have put all of the rubber wood into here, and we have the great wood logs. What I'm going to do is for the larger trees, I think we're going to dig out this area and go down a bit so that we can grow some of these trees. I don't know if we're going to do that for these guys, though, because the great woods can go up to like 30 blocks high. And I don't know if I want to dig out that much area. I mean, that's pretty monumental digging situation. So I'm wondering possibly if this might be something that we'll do above ground or just do one or two at a time by hand. Who knows? Might not automate it, but this will be where we store the wood. We have the silverwood logs. Obviously, we have no saplings. We've got witchwood saplings. We've got just over a stack of those. And I don't know if I can't remember if I've been there on camera this season or not, but if you ever go into a witchwood forest, they have got to be some of the best biome designs I've ever seen. It's been a long time since I've seen biomes that look this nice. They're a little dark and moody, but the colors in there are just amazing. I love them. We've got some of the green slime trees and placeholders for some of the other ones. And I think we are going to expand this way. I just don't know if we're going to go down or not. So these barrels will extend down there. They may expand down this wall. I don't know yet. We shall see. But basically, the setup is more or less the same. So brown is the chest out here. So this guy here is where the golems, whenever I put them back in here, when they'll put the wood and the saplings and stuff into brown. And you'll notice that this is green, brown, and this is the chest that has all the saplings in it. So it goes in here, and it comes out the transfer node, and I finally figured out what these things are for. These are upgrade slots, so you can actually put an upgrade in here, and it'll go a little faster. But if I do put any in, it might be one or two. It's fast enough right now. I mean, we don't have a super humongo tree farm situation, so we should be fine. So it comes down here, and the same thing goes through the sorting pipes, and then the last one goes into white, and that's the input for the AE system, just a general input chest. So this is kind of self-contained, and we've got, this is just extra crap here. Don't even think I have anything in there. So the oak wood will generally come from here, but it will also come from the dye station. So let's quickly go over there to see what's going on. And we've got everything up and running. I have found that some of these saplings, some of the trees, grow faster than others. And I don't know if you've noticed the same. I think some folks on the server have actually noticed the opposite of what I'm seeing. I put down here a lamp of growth. I finally made one. Or maybe I put it down last episode. I can't remember. And I've gone through two of the warded jars. 2 jars of... I can't remember which one it uses. But I went through 2 jars of that stuff. And it doesn't seem to have made much of a difference. This guy here doesn't use any of that. And this guy actually started off with a full stack less of saplings than I had with the blue. So the blue had a full stack head start, plus it's got this thing. And right now I am at 5 stacks of blue and 6 stacks of yellow. So go figure that. And the white, I'm at about 4 stacks. So white and blue, white started a stack behind the blue as well. So it's pretty much keeping pace with the blue, but the yellow is far, far ahead. So I don't know. This seems like one of those, what do they call them? Intangibles. Intangibles, that's the word I'm looking for. So what we have... I kind of reworked things a little bit. What I have done here, so these are the die chests, so that everybody, all the golems stick their whatever they pick up into this chest here, and it comes out, and the first one is brown, green, brown, and that's the sapling chest. And then it'll come down here, and it'll get all the dyes and the saplings will get redded into these guys. And this one here is a filter pipe. And what I've done is I've put the oak wood into brown, brown, brown. So the only trees that we're farming over here are the oak. So we're just going to stick all the oak into here. I was having them go through and just getting thrown out in the trash. But you might as well fill the barrel up, right? So all of the oak wood is going through here, and we're still throwing away the eggs and the apples for now. I may send them back up to the AE system. I don't know. So what else have we been up to? Well, no, nothing to see really in there. Up here is where all the work's been done. Great grammar. So, what is this? We have a pattern encoder, which means blank patterns. Well, I have a blank pattern made, and we just made the one for now, and this is to make more blank patterns. So, that means that we have finished everything we need for this bad boy. This is our assembly... God, what is this called? Assembly chamber, I guess. So we have this. I've decided to go with 6 crafting CPUs and 2 pattern providers. The pattern providers are the more expensive block, and at the moment we only need 2 of these. In fact, we really only need 1, but I don't want to handicap myself too early. So we're going to have 2 pages of pattern encoder stuff in here. And as we expand, if we need to expand, then obviously we'll add more, and hopefully we'll have more resources at that time. So we'll put 6 of these guys in here as a CPU, and we'll put 2 of the pattern encoders, and then we will close it up with the fans. Oops. So there's the pattern provider. So this is how many you get. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 6. 9 by 6. So what is that? 56? 54. I've been making that mistake a lot lately. I need to go back to school. Okay, so we seal that back up. All the sides attached, so we're now in a multi-block structure. Good, 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 good. So then we go back down since we're all connected. Oh, no we don't. I still need to put this guy in here. So our first pattern is the blank pattern. For the ME blank pattern, go back down. And now we can make, let's see. So that's the only one that's craftable right now. So we will make, let's make 5 of them. And I made sure that I put enough of the material in here to make a few. We're going to have to go mining for some more iron because I've used a lot of what we had. So we'll do that between this episode and next episode. But there we go, our blank patterns. So let us put those in the encoder here. So what do we want to do today? Now we have our better barrels down there, right? And we saw that we already filled up one of them with our birch. And we don't want the system to get hung up. So what we're going to do is I want to put in a void upgrade on all of the barrels so that anything, if we fill it up, then if it gets to its capacity, then it will just, it'll automatically delete anything extra. So we won't clog anything up. So we need 2 slots for those, and none of the barrels that we have any slots for upgrade. So we need to add 2. So what we do is we add storage upgrades. So we use one of these and it increases the storage capacity by 64 stacks. So this would give us 128 stacks, and then the next one would give us an extra 64. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to go to the 3 storage upgrade. So it gives us 3 slots if we want to add any additional things on there. So that gives us the 2 slots that we need for the void upgrade and gives us an extra one if we need it. Plus this increases the storage capacity by 192 stacks. So that would give us should give us 256. So basically quadruples the storage capacity of what we have. And I don't think we'll ever get to that. So, well, maybe the oak one because we've got the farm going down there. But, let's do it. We have the excess wood because... Come on, baby. Hello. Hello, hello. There we go. Oops. So we have 15,000 birch, which, again, we're probably never going to use. But this is a good way of putting that stuff to use. So what we need is, so for the void upgrade, we need to make these guys, the storage upgrade times 3. And we need 3 of these. So what is this? So this is a better barrel. So let us encode a better barrel. Okay, that's 1. Now we also need for this to have a chest. Oops. Chest. And let's do that. Encode. So we're probably going to need a lot more than 5 of these. So we need the... Oh, you know what? No. No. I did that wrong. Been a while since I've messed with applied energistics. So if you shift right click, it'll clear the pattern. So we can reuse that. So we have the better wood barrel. You know what? I did that wrong too. Alright, start over again. Oh, that's terrible. Okay, so we need to make a chest, right? So to make a chest, we need planks. So to make planks, we need... Let's take this guy. So if we stick one of those guys in there, that gives us 2 planks. Let's encode that. Alright, now we're cooking with gas. So now that we have 2 planks, let's just give ourselves a few extras. That should be enough for now. Okay. So from these, now we need to make a chest. Alright, so let's encode that. So now that we have a chest, the recipe also calls for the wood slabs. So we do the slabs. Okay, so let's go chuck these in our system. Got a little laggy there, but that's okay. Planks, slabs, and there we go. Alright, now that we have those in the system, we should be able to make one of these. So to make those, we need to make, let's make one. So right now, for those of you who have never used AE, you don't know what you're missing. So we don't have any, so basically what we've got this set at right now is stored and craftable. So this shows you all of the patterns that we have actually, or the items that we have in the inventory. And if we don't have it in inventory, it'll say craft, and that means you can craft it. So right now we don't have any birch slabs in our inventory. And to make those, you need the planks. And then from the planks, you get those from the wood. So if we click on the birch slab, it'll go through. So it'll do it in multiples of 6. So anything less than 6, it'll make 6 of them. And anything more than 6, it'll just do it in multiples of 6. So 2's fine. So this will give us 6. You can see it as it makes it. And we have 1 extra, obviously, because we used 3 of the planks. So we have 6 there. Very good, very good. Alright. So now we need to make a better barrel. So we need a slab, a chest, and then wood. So we don't want to automatically copy this guy in because it's just going to look like a mess, just like that. So what we do is we just basically make the pattern. And of course I don't have a chest. That is awesome. You know what? There. Boom. Chest. Okay. And I'm not going to do this for every one of these, but I just wanted to kind of go through the progression here. So we have our slab and our chest. Oh, for crying out loud. I totally did that wrong. It's not planks, it's wood. There we go. Okay, so now encode this. So now we have the pattern for a better barrel. And actually, before we even go up there, we're going to make another pattern. Because the upgrade requires 2 pistons. And the pistons are basically planks, iron, redstone, and cobblestone. And we don't have those. We have the cobblestone, but we don't have the redstone. Actually, I don't even need to do that. We have the iron. And actually, you know what? I probably don't even need the full pattern. Okay. Shift click on the question mark. Okay, so these are planks. And then these guys are cobblestone. There we go. So we're going to code that. All right. So that is our pistons. So now we are going to need some more of these guys. Let's make 5. And so we need to have one of these. Okay, and that's a pretty standard pattern. Clear that. Okay. So you see where this is going. So we were going to go make a bunch of these, and we'll just make the pattern for these as well. And then when we get back to the void upgrade, we'll also do this, which is simply the same thing as the the storage upgrade, except we use obsidian instead of a barrel. So we're going to stick some obsidian in here and basically make a bunch of these things so that we can go upgrade our barrels. So I'm going to do that off camera, and when we come back, we'll start upgrading some barrels. Oh my god, sometimes I wonder about myself. So, as I'm a professional procrastinator, and, we'd run out of iron, and I was putting off going mining for more iron, and so I decided to just kind of import this stuff into the AE system. And so we've got some deep storage units up there, and you probably noticed this in previous episodes, and it just completely escaped me, but as I was cleaning this area out, trying to get everything back into the AE system, there was a barrel right here that had 16 stacks of iron in it. I just don't know anymore, man. So we don't have to go mining for iron for a while. Which is great. So we've been able to make some more buses and things, so we can automate some more things with the system, which is great. So here we are importing this, and I did not do this and wait for this to do this the whole time. Basically, I was kind of wondering about these transfer nodes and the transfer pipes and things like this for extra utilities because they were pretty slow. But it turns out that I can really make this fast. That is awesome. So these are kind of my new favorite toy for quick and dirty stuff. So we'll probably will get into, well, I don't know. We might not. I mean, the item ducts are not expensive, so we might use some of those. I don't know. But in the meantime, we'll just use some of these because, I mean, just for quick moving items back and forth. Look at that. That was quick. So, we'll just finish up here and then get back to what we were doing before. And it looks through all the work that we've been doing around the base, we finally emptied our oil tank, which is good. So we'll have to go back and refill it. So we'll do some exploration? There's a word I'm looking for, and it's... Wow. I did go to school. Expedition. Holy crap. We will go on another expedition for some more oil. But in the meantime, we have a full tank of fuel, and we're going to make use of that soon. So we've got our MJ being generated, and we're going to use that to generate some EU. But we'll do that in the next episode. But for now, Great Order left us a little gift. I'm not sure what it looks like to you. Looks like he's got a bit of a problem over here, though. Thank you, sir. So we're going to try and get some of this automated in the next episode as well, to fix up our distribution or our ore processing. We also added in, so we're basically trying to clean up the area so we can close it off and finish the upstairs of the base. So we moved all of our stuff in here and we hooked it up to one grinder. We'll have to make another one in a bit, two of them actually, to go up to the third level. So those are sending their things downstairs. Quickly show you that. Things are slowly starting to come together. There we go. So the items are coming into this interface, going into the system, and we need to hook this up this episode. And so this will basically make these into ores. And we're going to need to put a unifier in somewhere because we need to convert all of these things to whatever the native, whatever the GregTech version of those items are. Some of the items that GregTech, so gold's not a good example, but tin, for example. Tin is a thermal expansion ore, and when you have a tin ingot and you pull it out of the system, so it smelts as tinkers. It smells as thermal expansion, but then when you pull it out and you stick it in your inventory, it auto converts itself into the GregTech version, which is fine. But if you're just keeping the ores within the system, then you're going to have the thermal expansion version in the AE, and you're going to have the version that you had on your inventory that you put in. So you're going to have two different versions of the same ore. So what I'm going to do is use a unifier, so we'll just basically convert everything to whatever the native is. Now there are some things that actually show up as GregTech ores. So if you, for example, take some not silicon, quartz. If you take some quartz and you grind it up, it will turn itself, I believe, into quartz. It will turn itself into this guy here. So nether quartz dust, and this will be the GregTech version. But when you put it in your inventory, it converts it to the applied energistics version. So it makes it a little kind of weird when you're working between recipes where it's calling for one version as opposed to the other. So the unifier should kind of sort a lot of that out. I have a feeling that the nether quartz dust may be used in other recipes, in which case it would have to be self-contained within the GregTech system, which is kind of a neat little wrinkle if you think about it. It means you have to keep it self-contained within the system. You can't pull it out of the system. So lots of little things, little tweaks that we can have some fun with. Some may think it's a little tedious, but I think it's kind of a neat way to figure out the system. Did I just lose my pickaxe? What just happened there? What just happened? Let me log out and log back in. I am such a noob. So when I was breaking that barrel, it was right over the transfer node, and I must have right-clicked my axe on it or something, and so it got sucked into the AE system. I was in panic there for a bit, but we found it, so we're good, we're fine, we're happy. Move on, ignore it, all the rest of that. So I did finish getting the storage upgrades, so I believe, I don't think I need the hammer for this. I think we just need to just apply these. So we see that this is structural level 0, and this should upgrade it to structural level 3 with 3 upgrade slots. So let us try that. Maybe a shift right click. Not enough upgrade slots. You need 3 to apply this. Wait a minute. Maybe I need to use... How to do this? Maybe I do need the hammer. I thought it was pretty... Oh, maybe I need to unlock it. Then again, maybe not. Let's try it without that. Okay, so... Not enough upgrade slots. I know you're able to upgrade these in place, so... Let me see what's going on. And I'll be right back. Wow. So once again... Once again, I have gone down the wrong road. Oh my god, I can't believe that. Oh, maybe I can. I don't know. So, I was completely wrong here. And I should have known because I caught myself once before thinking the wrong thing, but then I thought it again and I went with it. So, the storage upgrade doesn't increase the number of slots. It takes 3 slots. So it will increase the storage capacity by 192 stacks. So basically it will give the barrel 256 stacks, but it uses 3 slots. And to upgrade the actual slots, you need to use the structural upgrades. So if I'm going to use 3 slots, and I've already made these, so I might as well use them. I can't believe that. Oh, such a waste. These are going to use 3 slots, and I need 2 slots for the void upgrades. So I need 5 slots total, and 1 slot's not going to do it. 3 slots not going to do it. So I got to go to Mark 3, which is 7 slots. So, and I think you can only apply these if you have another one already applied. So we can try this by making some fences here. And so let's make one of these. It's a stack of those. All right, so this is just an experiment here. So if we take this and then we go down to our barrel, I'm pretty sure it's going to tell us that we need to have another upgrade slot, or another upgrade, the Mark 1, 2. So if I right click, you need at least an upgrade Mark 2. Okay, so I do have to go in progression. You can't just jump right to the 3rd one. So I need to go make... Wow. I need to go make 26 of these. That's a lot of fences. 26 of these. 26 of these. Oh my god, that's a lot of iron. And 26 of these. That is a lot of gold. I don't know if I have enough gold. Oh, man. Alright. So maybe we don't go with the storage upgrade times 3 initially. I think we're just going to skip to the void upgrade, and if we ever need to come back to this, we will. Because I am not willing to sacrifice all of those resources just for that, just to cover up a mistake. So let's just nip this in the bud right now. So we will stick those back in the inventory, and we'll just go with the void upgrades. So the void upgrades do need 2 slots. So we need to go with the iron. We're still going to use a lot of iron, but at least we have iron. Wow, man, that's painful. That is really painful. So we need to make fences. That is wow. All right. So let me make these patterns, and then when we come back, we'll have all these upgrades ready to go, and then we can go work on our barrels. All right. Finally. Let's see. We got our structural upgrade 1, our structural upgrade 2, and then our structural upgrade 3. We're going to use that for the oakwood logs, and then we've got our void upgrades. So I believe we just Shift right click. So now we're at structural level 1. And then we go to structural level 2. So now we got 3 upgrade slots, and then we apply our void upgrade. And then we see the void icon there. Sweet. So we can hold up to 64 stacks. Okay. Now, if we wanted to, we could upgrade to the gold and then increase the number of stacks. So we're not going to do that here. We're going to do that with the gold one. So let us, since we've done that one, let's just quickly go over and do this. And I think that'll be the last thing we do this episode. And I'll do the rest of them off camera. And then next episode, we can focus on some other things. Let's just say it might be a huggy episode. Okay. So this is the barrel I wasn't talking about. So we do shift right click. So we're level 1. Level 2, and now we're level 3. So we've got 7 upgrade slots. And of course I don't have my triple on me. So we do the void upgrade. So we still have 5 slots. So home on the range. So let's quickly grab that other guy. Yep. There we go. Just grab one of them. Stick the rest of these back in here. Okay, so then we shift right click that. And now we have 16,000 items, so 256 stacks maximum. Sweet. And we're already getting some coming in. Which is cool. How many were in that chest? Oh, I probably could have looked at the one in the front. Wow, okay. So we were getting a little backed up there. Cool. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and upgrade the rest of these guys, well, most of them, and all of the die ones to Mark IIs, and we'll stick the void upgrades on them all, so that when they do get to 64 stacks, then the rest of them just start getting thrown out. Awesome! Well, that was, I have a small sense of accomplishment there. It wasn't looking good for a while. But we've got some things set up with our AE system, which is great. And now we've got our barrels under control. And now we can move on to the next things. And that will include... you know what? Come back next episode. And we'll share everything with you then. If you have any comments or suggestions, please feel free to leave them below. And until next episode, please do take care.